Hey, peace world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. Some quick bite down boxing talk. I'm the host here, Wood. Please support the channel if you dig what I'm talking about. Want to hear boxing discussed in I think it's a unique, different way. But support the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, etc., etc. So we're a couple of minutes away from the start time for the Ruiz-Joshua 2 card, the Clash on the Dunes. Streaming on the Zone, or however you're watching it today. I guess my frustration and where I got bored with some of the breakdowns, the analysis, the discussions about this fight and I agree with Joshua when he said everybody thinks he's so great. And I don't know if I heard some people agreeing with that and signaling or keying in on that statement by Joshua and kind of saying that's wrong. But maybe Joshua is saying it's not that you all are saying that everybody is saying that, but it's like because he defeated me, he's so perfect now and all of this stuff that he never did before. Like we talk about Ruiz now, like his KO percentage is like 95% or something. I mean, he is a guy that hasn't knocked out everybody he's faced. And I just think with Joshua, he might be processing this like, again, after beating me, now he's this guy that we never knew who he was all of a sudden. But anyway, let me get to what I really wanted to say, man. And secondly, I stepped away from some of the videos because nothing that the guy does, he can get credit for, or it really registers and means anything for him. But that's neither here nor there. My prediction for the fight is all messed up because of one thing. I was just looking at this one night documentary, looking at some of the action slowed down and whatnot, and I'm rocking with Joshua for one reason. But I don't know if I can trust him and count on him to do it. But I saw it in the first fight. This shouldn't be about boxing. He shouldn't make this about boxing. I know now we want him to be cautious. We want him to stay outside, use the jab, blah, 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 blah. But he needs to be a wrecking ball, literally. That's what you had all of that brawn for, all of that mass, which we know he's 10 pounds thinner today. But that's what you put all that size and mass on is to brawl. And I think here, the hell with the boxing and the technique and all of that, when he just went to go bang was when he had the advantage. The only thing was he got a little careless. That's how he got clipped and was in bad shape from that. But I'm saying this. Last year, and I'm getting ready to get off of here. Last year, a couple years ago, I went to a concert in Columbus, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I was walking through the crowd, and I bumped into this dude. He was a Buckeye player. I don't know who the hell he was, but this dude, he was about maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches taller than me. But when I bumped into him, it was like I just ran into a statue. His body was that hard. Pause. And I'm just saying, I say this to say what you want about Ruiz's makeup. He's comfortable with that. This is still a chubby, flabbier guy that Joshua should be crashing into with his body, with elbows, forearms, whatever. It is a fight. You can fight like that. We don't know if he can fight like that. But in that first fight, when Joshua comes in to get off that combination, that flurry that ended in the knockdown of Ruiz, he crashes in first with his elbows and knocks Ruiz back a little bit and kind of busts his guard up a little bit. Then he gets inside and starts ripping shots. And I'm just saying, you need to use that size and that physicality on Ruiz to do what the hell you want to do. You need to be the boss. So then I'm sitting here over the last 24, 48 hours, like the hell with that boxing and trying to outbox this dude and being outside. Doing all of that is going to lead to problems because Ruiz can decide when he wants to act. He can decide when he's going to engage, when he's going to speed you up, make you react, create some, disrupt what you have going on. That's bad news because we don't have faith in AJ in those circumstances. So again, the best thing, the best thing to do would be to be violent, to be decisive, to be compact, quick, get in, rumble, find his left hand, anything coming from the side, be mindful of that, and then get out, reset, and look for the next opportunity to do that. And maybe you disagree with, maybe you disagree with what I'm talking about on this physicality thing. But again, in boxing, there are times when you need to be physical, and that's what you have. That's what you have. This size and this brawn, this height advantage. That's what all of that is you can use to your advantage. But like I said, man, I want to say this should be like a 4 or 5 round fight. We get into the 8th round, 9th round, and you sitting here getting tired, guard starting to come down. You're concerned about how much distance, how much time is left to go in the fight. How am I? Eliminate all of that. Bull your way inside. This little chubby dude, out physical him, and make it easy on yourself. Conversely, if you want to sit out here and jab and get timed and get slipped up under and run into something, if you want to do that, well, you do what the people are saying you should do. But lastly, in listening to some of the comments that he said, it's people act like AJ isn't about hurting people, isn't about rumbling, isn't about doing damage. I know we didn't see that in the Parker fight, but I think he needs to come forward like he did against Povetkin when he makes up his mind. Like I said, bull rush your way in there, put that physicality on that smaller man, and give yourself an opportunity to redeem yourself. And again, for across the ring for Ruiz, if he can fight on his own terms, he's going to have a good night. Bite down, boxing. Don't let them count you out. The fight is now starting. Enjoy yourself. I think it's going to be a great fight. And, may the best man win. Peace.